Yo guys, what's poppin'? It's Rabbiters here, and today we're going to be talking about some editing tips and tricks, what editing is, why it's useful, and yeah, so let's just get straight into the video. So, first thing, what is editing? So editing is a way to manipulate your wall, or whatever, your floor, your wall, any build that you have, to your convenience. So like if you're going to want to shoot somebody, you're going to want to edit it. You're going to want to edit a window, right? So you can shoot the person. Or maybe you want to edit a big like hole in the wall so you can get an easier shot off. So that is why editing is useful. The reason why people use editing a lot, and it's not just like something that you can do, is it's a good way to like get out of certain situations that you might not be able to get out of. Like let's say you're in late game, right? Let's say you're in late game and the Stormer's coming behind you, so it's about a 10 tick and you're really weak on health. Well, if you had a metal wall like this, which you probably should have if you're at endgame, it would take a long time to break, right? So the reason that editing is good, for one reason, is because let's say the storm is right behind you. If you learn how to edit, you're able to get out of your wall, and then you're able to move on with your edit. Another reason editing is good is because you can trick your enemies into thinking certain things. Like let's say you're fighting your enemy, and you've got a wall here, right? So he can think that you're either healing or he can think you're reloading or whatever. So he's gonna try to take your wall. Now let's say he's in the middle of trying to take your wall. He's pickaxing your wall. What you can do is you can edit like a window, or you can edit this, and you can just hit him right in the face. So a couple reasons why editing is good. Now, on to the tips and tricks on how to get better at editing. So one of the things I do is I practice rhythm, right? So I'm editing, I want to practice rhythm. So one thing you can do is you can do this with everything. You want to just practice your editing, right? So you want to click the buttons you use to edit, and you just want to keep doing those over and over again until you get quicker and quicker and quicker. And then eventually you can get really quick, like that. Another thing you can do to practice editing is to go into an edit course. So I have an edit course right here. You can copy this and put it in your code, like put in the code in the creative map. You press accept and it pulls up this edit course. Okay, so here's the map. So it gives you 20 minutes to do the edit course. So what you want to do, you just want to basically just do like you want to just edit, right? So you just want to edit the walls. Now, if you're a beginner, you might be a little slow, which is okay. So yeah, you just want to do this maybe every day as a warm-up, and then you'll start getting better. And then you can also practice the rhythm as a warm-up. So you've got this, and then you've got and then you've got the rhythm to practice too. So you can practice rhythm and you can practice this edit course every day, and you would definitely be seeing an improvement, right? So I'm not gonna do this whole thing, but this is a great warm-up. And you should definitely do this. You should definitely do this every day before you start any matches, if you want to practice it this hard. Okay, so now you've got rhythm practice, and you have an edit course that you can do every day. Now, obviously, that's going to be the best ways to improve. But there's one more thing before the secret setting. So, also, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and I will be posting more videos in the future. And thank you. So, another thing you can do is you want to figure out your editing sensitivity. So, obviously, if you're on controller, you've got the edit multiplier right here. You got your edit and build mode multiplier. So it's much easier, right? But for keyboard and mouse, they don't have multipliers like controller does. So what I do, my X and Y axis sensitivity are in 7.5. Targeting scope sensitivity doesn't have anything to do with editing, so that's okay. You can choose whatever you want for those. These are the settings I use. You want to find the settings that you're most comfortable with. You need to make sure that your settings, you are able to build good with your settings, you're able to edit good with your settings, and you're able to shoot good and aim good with your settings. So these are the settings I've chosen. I'm still getting used to keyboard and mouse, but yeah, so these are the settings I've chosen. 7.5, and I have 1600 DPI. If you don't know what DPI is, it's on your mouse. But anyways, so you want to find the sensitivity that you're most comfortable with. Now, time for the secret setting. So it's not a crazy secret. You don't have to download anything, obviously. I guess obviously. but it's nothing really crazy. It's just something that most people don't talk about. Maybe because they either don't know it or they're just keeping it a secret so they can be the fastest editor. Now, like I said earlier, I was talking about rhythm and how it kind of relates to the secret setting. Now, obviously, you guys can hear my mouse clicks in the background. So, the reason I put that in there so you can hear my mouse clicks is because the secret to editing quickly is not only to practice rhythm, but to listen to rhythm, right? So maybe now you're probably thinking, well, I wear headphones, it's going to be hard to listen to my mouse and my keyboard clicks. Well, my keyboard is pretty bad, obviously. It's not really gaming, so I'm not able to hear it that great. But if you have a gaming keyboard, or honestly, any keyboard, you should be able to listen to your clicks. So you want to listen to the select, you want to listen to your mouse button that you click, and you also want to listen to your keyboard button. So if you do that, you can listen to your clicks and you can line them up, right? So if I listen to my clicks like this, I line them up like this, and then I can be really quick at editing. Now, that is something that most people don't talk about, and there's a good reason for it. Obviously, either they don't know about it, and they have some other way that they edit quicker, or they don't know, or they're keeping it a secret so nobody finds out about it, so they can't be as fast at editing as them. So that is the secret to editing that I have learned and that I have chosen that makes me quick at editing. Oh yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention. Confirm edit on release. If you don't know what this is, if you have it off, which it is off by default, so you definitely want to go into your settings, what it does is it makes you click a button to confirm your edit, right? So if I'm clicking, after I click the mouse button to edit, I have to click the same button I used to do the edit to actually confirm the edit. This is something that will be off by default, but you want to turn it on. So a lot of pros, like if you look at other videos or like just other editing videos, they'll say that it doesn't make a difference, but it doesn't make a difference to them, but it really does make a big difference. So you want to go to your settings, you want to go to game, and you want to scroll down till you see confirm edit on release. You want to turn that on. Okay? Now, I click E, and as soon as I click my mouse button and I release my mouse button, it edits. So that is another thing that would definitely help you. If you have it on, you're not going to be as quick as editing. So, things we talked about in this video, practice rhythm, practice the edit course. I put the code in. And then we talked about make sure you put confirm edit on release. And we also talked about the secret that nobody talks about, which is listening to the rhythm. It's like music. You can't just do the rhythm, you have to listen to it also. And then you can be a pretty fast editor. Now, mind you, I'm doing this on 60 FPS, so I'm not like having any crazy FPS. So I mean, and this also works for like anything, like a wall. Right, so it works for a wall too. I mean, it works for Windows. I mean, it works for anything. So, yeah, so that is the secret that I found out on my own without looking at any videos. And I definitely hope that you all enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh!